Hey everyone, welcome back. This is probably my last 2024 update other than Harley's update part 2. Those bikes are being announced today, so I will get that video out as soon as I can. There's a link to the entire series at the end of this video, and all of these videos are based on US availability and pricing. Today's video is a bit of a weird one. The primary subject for this video is the Livewire electric bikes, which is part of the Harley-Davidson family, but there are only 2 Livewire bikes available, which doesn't make for much of a video, so we're going to throw in several miscellaneous other bike manufacturers that also have a small number of bikes or ones that aren't as well known, and give a brief summary of them. We're actually going to start with them first, and then we'll finish off with Livewire at the end. As we get started, I invite you to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. First one we're going to talk about is Tromox. They have a series of electric bikes. There are 4 of them, based in China, I believe. Nothing too impressive for specs. I haven't found any dealers or pricing for the US at all. Ox is the next one. They have an electric bike called the Patagonia. I believe they are based in Spain. Apparently it's $6,500 and takes 5 hours to charge. Next is Arc. They have an electric bike called the Vector. Based in Britain, this beast has 115 horsepower and 600 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheel. Range is 200 miles in the city and 120 on the highway, which is pretty decent. 3 riding modes. Home charging system gets you fully charged in 3 hours, and a charging station will fully charge in 40 minutes. They have a lot of color and customization options as well, all for a low price of $120,000. If you want a British electric bike for a normal price, you can always take a look at the Maeving. They have one bike with 2 variations. The RM1 has a top speed of 45 miles an hour and a range of 40 miles on the highway and 80 in the city, starting at $6,500. The RM1S has a 70 mile an hour top speed, but looks like the same range, priced at $9,000 and not available until summer. 4.5 hours to get to 80%, 6 hours to get to 100% as far as charging time. Ryvid has one bike, the Ryvid Anthem, about 75 mile an hour top speed and about a 75 mile range. Adjustable seat height of 30 to 34 inches. Comes in 4 colors. 80% charge takes 2.3 hours. Full charge takes 3.25 hours on the standard charger. Price is $9,000. These are made in the US, in California, I believe. Another bike I want to mention before we get to the Livewire is Arch. A bit out of place for this video so far. Arch bikes are not electric. These are high-end bikes. The Arch company was founded by Keanu Reeves, if I remember correctly. Each bike is customized to the rider. First is the KRGT1 with a 124 cubic inch engine that has 2,032 cc's, 115 foot-pounds of torque, and a 5-gallon tank, starting around $80,000. The S1 has the same engine, but with a 4.5-gallon tank, starting around $130,000. Much more of a sporty bike. Last is the Method 143, a limited edition bike limited to 23 models worldwide. This has a 143 cubic inch, 2,343 cc engine, 151 foot-pounds of torque, and a 4.2 gallon tank. If what I saw is correct, these are $250,000 each. Continuing on with the non-electric bikes, we're going to touch briefly on SSR. SSR is based in California as well as Arch and Ryvid. That is to say, the US manufacturer and distributor for SSR is in California. I was under the impression SSR was a Chinese company, but I can't find any website other than the US distribution site, ssrmotorsports.com. They deal almost exclusively in off-road bikes and pit bikes. They have 14 different versions of pit bikes, ranging from 50cc to 160cc, with prices ranging from $570 to $2,200. They have 5 different dirt bikes, ranging from 150cc to 450cc, with prices ranging from $2,460 to $5,500. They have 2 dual sport / enduro bikes for $3,460, one designed for off-road and the other designed for the street. And then they have a 50cc moped for $1,600. If you want a full video with all the details, let me know in the comments. They've been around for over 20 years, apparently, but I hadn't heard of them until recently. Benelli has 7 different models in the US. Maybe. They have a classic with a 374cc engine on their website, but I'm not finding it elsewhere to tell me what the price is. They have 2 naked bikes, a 135cc and a 300cc. They have 2 different sized adventure bikes, a 500 and a 700. Each one has 2 different versions. So here's where things get confusing again. According to SSR Motorsports, who is also the distributor for Benelli, they have a Scrambler available as well in the US, but the Scrambler doesn't show up on Benelli's US website, so I don't know which one's more accurate. The last one here is QJ Motor, which I also hadn't heard of before. They have 2 scooters ranging from 2,000 to 2,700 and 7 bikes ranging from 3,100 for the Mini up to 8,600 for the adventure bike. There's a cruiser in here, a couple of naked bikes and sport bikes, etc. This is also distributed in the US by SSR Motorsports. So my information for them is coming directly from the SSR Motorsports website, since I didn't find any other website to base the info on. Alright, so finally we get to the Livewire and their whopping 2 bikes. First on the list is the S2 Del Mar. Previously there was a launch edition of the S2 Del Mar, but I assume that now that the bike has launched, that particular edition has been discontinued, although the website seems to hint that the S2 Del Mar is still in pre-order status. The S2 Del Mar has a 31-inch seat, has a range of 113 miles in the city, 70 miles on the highway, and 86 miles mixed. Comes in 4 colors, has 5 riding modes, has 84 horsepower and 194 foot-pounds of torque. Charging time to 80% is 78 minutes on a public level 2 charger and 6 hours at home. Price starts at $15,500. Next is the Livewire 1 with a 30-inch seat, 146-mile city range, 70-mile highway range, and 95-mile mixed range. Charging time is 1 hour to get to 100% on a fast charger, and a massive 11 hours on a regular charger. 3 colors and 5 riding modes. This starts at $22,800. A couple of you have commented in previous videos that the battery industry for electric vehicles is going through some significant changes, and I've seen a couple of articles suggesting that as well. So I would tend to agree that now is not the best time to buy an electric bike, because there are rumors floating around that new batteries are going to dramatically decrease charging times and increase the range on electric vehicles. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm not one who's actually going to even consider an electric bike at this point, but if I were, I would definitely wait it out to see what happens with the new updates in the batteries. There you have it, folks. That is kind of the final dump of bikes before Harley's second round. If you want me to do any in-depth videos on SSR, QJ Motor, Benelli, let me know in the comments. Thanks for being here. We'll see you on the next one.